Dinosaur. I'm a spiky-haired kid with a giant sword.
Greetings, true believers. This is Dan Dashley Discusses, our weekly trade talk here. And since it is Kirby week, according to Marvel, happy birthday to Jack Kirby tomorrow, I am discussing what I consider to be his greatest work. That's Devil Dinosaur. This is the absolute culmination of all things giant dinosaur, giant monster, fighting other giant things in comic books. That song, in case you were wondering, that's Devil Rhymosaur, done by the awesome, very friendly Tribe One, one of the best nerdcore rappers in the business. I know for a fact he super loves Devil Dinosaur, so you want that. You can actually get that for free on his Bandcamp off of his Onomata Gangsta album. It's just so good, I wish I could play the whole thing for you, but that's really not what we're here to do. But because I love it, let's just hop real quick back over to his Bandcamp. Real quick. There it is. Boom.
The number one seed in the Final Four. I'm the mystery prize hiding behind the door. I'm King Kong climbing to the highest.
I mean, you can see right there, boom, Devil Dinosaur right on his Bandcamp. There's not much that this guy loves more than Devil Dinosaur. I'm going to get rid of that tablet, since that's also not what we're here to discuss. What we're here to talk about is Devil Dinosaur, and why I think Marvel was full of complete shit for not putting this on the list at number one of Jack Kirby's best creations. So, for those of you unfamiliar, Devil Dinosaur is basically the tale of Moon Boy. That's our little dude right up here. Moon Boy, this sort of proto-human back in the day, back way before, we had humans and mutants and monsters roaming the earth in 616. There was Moon Boy chilling out with Devil Dinosaur, or rather, Devil Dinosaur wasn't originally loved by Moon Boy and his people, as I'm sure those of you familiar with the story knows how it goes. Devil Dinosaur, kind of considered by these ape dudes to be one of the worst, immune to fire, basically, hyper-resistant, super intelligent monster, just all-around bad news for these dudes here. Moon Boy also didn't exactly earn much love from his people. Luckily, him and Devil Dinosaur, they found each other. That's some true, real-deal kinship right there. I mean, look at that. When was the last time you held on to a giant T-Rex and you were that safe? I mean, it didn't look particularly safe, but you know that he's safe. You know that Moon Boy, he's having a good time, I'm sure. But, oh damn, my Twitter's blowing up. Sorry about that. But, hey, if you want to tell people to listen to a great Periscope, boom, send them this way. I'll be gratefully appreciative. But back to Devil Dinosaur. So, honestly, I know what you're thinking. This book looks super, super basic, like it's just this little monkey dude telling this giant monster to fight these types of things. But let me tell you, Devil Dinosaur as the story goes so much deeper than that. This is a story of two friends coming together, learning to love each other out of just the goodness of their heart and the goodness of being different. All the while, fighting monsters in a prehistoric time. We're talking about fighting giant spiders, fighting fucking aliens, fighting a lot of these pages, by the way, a lot of Devil Dinosaur. Here's words from Jack Kirby or whoever else they got here. Fighting aliens, giant spiders. Look at this fucking giant ant with tusks. I mean, where are you going to find that? Where else are you going to find these weird-ass ants other than some great, awesome Jack Kirby art? Fighting, other giant dinosaurs, since that's obviously going to be something that he fights often. Fighting these dick monkey people. These monkey people are assholes, and Devil Dinosaur's got to fight them. Who's going to fight asshole monkey people, if not Devil Dinosaur? Fighting other dinosaurs, bees and shit. There's absolutely nothing that this book doesn't have that you want. There's giant robots, there's aliens, monkey people, spiders, but at its core, this is a book about two dudes coming together, learning to take on the world. Devil Dinosaur is kind of an inspirational book in that regard. Moon Boy, Devil Dinosaur, outcasts. One weakling, one hyper-intelligent dinosaur. They come together. It's like Freak the Mighty, but in comic book form, and like 20 years before Freak the Mighty. I'm not saying Freak the Mighty ripped off Jack Kirby. What I am saying is that someone owes the Kirby camp some royalties, and it's whoever wrote Freak the Mighty. I don't know who wrote Freak the Mighty. Tweet at me who wrote Freak the Mighty, and I'll say it in this Periscope. But until then, I'm assuming no one else knows who wrote Freak the Mighty either, because kind of fuck that book. I mean, it was good and it was alright, but the movie was cool too. Yeah, fuck that book. It's good and I like it. That's why I'm saying fuck it, I guess. I don't know. So, it's really a story of dudes coming together, fighting their way through every single problem, and learning because of it. Moon Boy starts off, he can be kind of a dick sometimes, and Devil Dinosaur is certainly more of a monster at the start of the book than he was at the end of it. That's for damn sure. I mean, look at that dude. Issue 2, Devil Dinosaur, kind of a giant asshole. I mean, look at that rock face. Look at those dudes. I mean, they're evil dudes, but look at it. He's messing up their rockscape too. That's not all right. And he certainly learns through Moon Boy to not, detest humanity so very, very much. I'm not gonna lie to you though. I mean, it's not like Devil Dinosaur is the most cerebral comic out there. I think it was mainly just an excuse for Jack Kirby to do what Jack Kirby does best, and that's draw dinosaurs and monsters and monster men. Look at this giant dude. I mean, who could draw this better than Jack Kirby? Probably, I mean, back in the day, no one. This book is, certainly a testament to what Jack Kirby was doing at the time. And also what's really fun in this trade in particular, which for those of you who don't know, this is like basically the collected Jack Kirby Devil Dinosaur. Devil Dinosaur has been in things that aren't Jack Kirby. Check out Next Wave if you want more Devil Dinosaur. And also Marvel's got a new Devil Dinosaur coming up, which, I don't know, looks like it could be pretty good. I'm curious to see where Moon Boy sort of falls in since they replaced him with this girl. Which honestly, it seems a little too Terrible Lizard to replace. I mean, for those of you who don't know, Terrible Lizard's this book by Oni Press about this young girl gets a dinosaur and they fight giant monsters and shit. Which, if that sounds familiar, that's because it's the exact plot of Devil Dinosaur, but instead of a little monkey dude, just a little girl. So hopefully replacing Moon Boy with a young girl doesn't fall too into that. At any rate, this trade's awesome because it's got these little ads. I mean, ads like this just sort of never go out of fashion. But back to what I was saying, this is Jack Kirby at his absolute finest in terms of art. I mean, here you got the typical Kirby crackle. You got those thick outlines and those grotesque, over-exaggerated features that just made Kirby really what he is. And then you get down to a frame like this. Look at how beautiful and expressive and just how marvelously paneled and structured that one eye is. You look at Kirby and you're all like, man, this dude just draws dots and horrible, ugly little squiggles on pages and calls it good, right? Wrong. I mean, the dude's clearly a very gifted artist, and this book shows it in spades. It's got the best of Jack Kirby in terms of you want stuff like this, or lots of that. Lots of Jack Kirby. If he could draw a book or if he could have done just a comic that was like fire for 50 pages, I would probably have bought every issue of it. In modern times, I wasn't alive back then. But it's got Jack Kirby on every single level. And not only that, it's got Jack Kirby, the writer, too. Jack Kirby, for those of you who are familiar with sort of what was going on back in the day, a lot of people accused Stan Lee of doing no work, Kirby of doing all the work, including the writing. Kirby himself certainly said stuff like that. But to be perfectly fair, it was more of a split effort on some of the stuff, except Devil Dinosaur. This was all Kirby. Kirby came up with the plots, with the dialogue, with the situations that they were in, and I think it certainly shows. It gave Kirby a chance to write to his own strengths, as opposed to him and Jack writing something, and then Kirby has to adapt. So that's why I think, honestly, Devil Dinosaur not only deserves, but I think it has already earned Kirby's best work. Like, there's no question to it in my mind. I will say Devil Dinosaur is a book that has some flaws. Obviously, sometimes it can seem a little gratuitous, a little pointless, like it's just a couple of dudes fighting giant monsters, and sometimes the becoming a better person and becoming better friends in the process, sort of what was going on with Moon Boy and Devil Dinosaur, can kind of get shoved by the wayside, and then we just have small little panels like this that sort of bring it back and being like, see, remember, this is what the book was about. I'm not saying Devil Dinosaur is a flawless book, because I don't think any comic period is flawless, but I think in terms of recognizing what Jack Kirby has done for the industry, I think people tend to forget this book. People talk about, he's the dude who had the biggest hand on creating Captain America, or Thor, or the Avengers period, or this, that, and the other, and people tend to forget Devil Dinosaur because Devil Dinosaur doesn't have a movie. He doesn't show up in cartoons. He doesn't show up in a lot of promotional stuff. There's no big storylines in modern times tied to Devil Dinosaur. I mean, when Devil Dinosaur was brought back in Next Wave, you know how many people actually gave a shit? Like 2, and they were both the dudes who were working on Next Wave. Alice in a Moment. They were like, we care about Devil Dinosaur. That's about it. It's a situation where this is such an amazing work, and certainly Marvel is looking to promote it. I mean, this trade itself isn't very old, so they decided to re-release all of Devil Dinosaur rather recently. But then, during Kirby Week, if you pay attention to Marvel's Twitter, Marvel's Facebook, whatever else social media they have, like I do, because I don't have much of a life outside of doing this, and also I like to bake, so don't judge me. But no, so they were doing that stuff, and Devil Dinosaur got brought up maybe a couple times, and then they come out with this big, huge list to sort of celebrate the last day before Kirby's birthday, which is tomorrow. So if you're looking for a good way to celebrate, go out and buy this traded Devil Dinosaur. It's like $20. It's fucking nothing for how much comic you get, to be perfectly frank. You get all of Jack Kirby's initial run on Devil Dinosaur. That's unprecedented. But back to my point, Marvel sort of is forgetting this important Jack Kirby route, and it's not as if this was just another book that Kirby was forced to do. This is a book that Kirby very clearly wanted to do, put his heart and soul into, and for people to sort of cast Devil Dinosaur by the wayside because he doesn't have the notoriety of Captain America, of Thor, of the Avengers period, is a little hurtful towards Jack Kirby's memory just as a whole. I'm not saying Marvel was setting out to insult the man or do anything of the like. I just think that they should have shown a lot more love to Devil Dinosaur during this week. So after you go watch this, and after you tell other people to check out Dan Dashley Discusses on YouTube and Twitter, and also Facebook and Tumblr and every damn thing else. I've got a million. I've got so many things, guys. If you like this is off the cuff. Imagine what I do when I actually have more than 10 seconds to prepare. So after you get done with telling everyone to watch this on Periscope and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, yada, 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 go out, tweet, hey, everyone should read Devil Dinosaur. Devil Dinosaur's got a pretty sizable hashtag that I've been using for these, and other people have been using to give Devil Dinosaur love for a while, too. And make sure that people know that Jack Kirby was more than just superheroes in the Marvel Universe. He was doing some of their most experimental stuff. I mean, think about when this was coming out, and then think about the fact that Jack Kirby walked up and was like, boy, do I got the book idea for you. It's about a monkey who rides a dinosaur, and they fight other dinosaurs, and also aliens, and sometimes other shit like giant spiders. And then someone at Marvel was all like, yeah, I could get behind you doing that, Jack. I mean, just compare that to everything else that was coming out at the time. There was nothing really like Devil Dinosaur on shelves, and certainly nothing with the level of talent attached to Devil Dinosaur. Also, another thing that this trade does, which is awesome, is collections of ads and original art and stuff like that. I mean, that's pretty awesome given how old this book is. Obviously, it doesn't have all the ones period, just because it's hard to think about just how much shit that would be to collect. But this trade does a really, really super good job of it. So that's really all
Message for you, son.
way too much Twitter. Sorry about that. But hey, I'm blowing up. At least I'm gonna say that so you guys think I'm blowing up. So that's really my review of this Devil Dinosaur trade. Talk less about the trade than Devil Dinosaur itself. I mean, it's a $25 trade. You get all of Devil Dinosaur. You get to support the Jack Kirby legacy. It's Jack Kirby week, and I know that you guys all super love Devil Dinosaur, because otherwise, why the hell would you be listening to me talk about Devil Dinosaur? So go out, tweet about Devil Dinosaur as part of Kirby week. Pay homage to the king. He certainly made comics really what they are today. I'm still using this weird purple thing. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I've got a shitload of reviews, and I'm doing one drunk tomorrow or Saturday, so you get to listen to me prattle on even more about nothing, and then I'll put actual comic thought into it. So go out, do those things. I'm at Dan_Dashley on Twitter, so that's where that will be, and from there I'm sure you can find everything. Or just go straight to my YouTube, Dan Dashley Discusses, and leave hearts or follows or whatever the fuck Periscope does to make me more popular. Whatever you can do for Periscope, do that, I guess. Tell people to watch this. I don't know. I just wanted to sort of touch on this because I was a little bit mad that Marvel didn't acknowledge that Devil Dinosaur was one of Kirby's greatest creations. So that's all we have for this Thursday. I'm going to leave you with a bit more of this Tribe 1 as I sort of fade off into the sunset on this Periscope review. Remember, if you like Tribe 1's song, Devil Rhymosaur, he's got a buttload. Go to his Bandcamp. This album is for free. That's outlandish that he's just giving out awesome beats made by Anamanaguchi with him rapping over them for free. I mean, come on, who does that? Alright, so that's all we have for this week, True Believers. So you guys have a great one. Remember to join us for next Thursday. I'll have a different trade that I'm talking about, And I don't know, maybe it'll be something that I'm angry about that time. Go out and be all like, fuck you, Marvel, Devil Dinosaur is the best. And then they'll ignore you because Marvel is way too big to give a shit. Alright, so there you go, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.